cool, back here. This is video 7 and it's gonna be a complete video just on targeting, as I figure that design and targeting, just as I said in the beginning, are the most important factors for your success. So um, having those right is all you got. Okay, it's all it takes to really succeed in the t-shirt business game. Okay, so we're gonna go and explain exactly what you need to do in order to find the right interests and the right targeting in order to get your to really promote your t-shirt successfully. Okay, so first thing you need to know, okay, you know better than I do the niche you're gonna go after. Okay, so I cannot talk right now about your niche specifically, because let's say you chose, as I said, skating. In this case, the first thing you gotta ask yourself, of course, make yourself an idea what is a skater, and at that time you already know the basics. Once you make yourself that idea of who you're targeting, that person, that young skater with his hat to his side and his skateboard under his arm, you kind of know, you make yourself that idea, that image of who you're targeting. You already know kind of what they like and what they do, okay, even if you don't know anything about the niche. Okay, but now you gotta realize that in order to really target precisely and effectively and successfully, you gotta become that skater. You gotta know, think, talk, and believe in everything that that skater does. Okay, let's talk about this skating niche now. So you really got to put yourself in his feet, in his shoes, and right now, accept that you don't know anything about skating, about the niche you're going to go into, unless you chose one that you're really passionate yourself about yourself. You're really passionate about yourself. It really sounds like you're passionate about yourself, but yeah, a niche that you're really passionate about. So unless you do go for one like that, you don't know anything about the niche, and accept that, assume it, and now really you gotta become, right, really get yourself into their shoes and find out what they wear, what they think about, what they believe in, what they support, what people they follow. Okay, what products they buy, what t-shirts do they wear, stuff like that. Okay, so what brands do they wear, what events do they attend, what people do they look up to. Okay, so those are the questions you got to ask yourself. Okay, so ask yourself, okay, if somebody were to wants to find out about me, they're going to ask me those questions. Okay, so do those questions, ask those questions to that skater or that avatar that you have in mind, that person you're going to be targeting. Okay, so first of all, make yourself that image, and secondly, now start asking those questions. Good. So apart from that, you're also going to know if you're going to go for a t-shirt like this nurse loves XYZ, you know already they're nurses. Okay, so they're pretty some basic things that you will know right away, which are under the demographics right here. You're gonna know, okay, first of all, if let's say I do a t-shirt that this girl likes, okay, so right away I know it's a woman. Okay, that's for sure. So this is the first part, this is the demographics part. So once you have your demographics, in order to really get your demographics, which is age, location, right here, gender, languages, those are demographics, and there are way more: relationship, education, work, all those are demographics. Okay, and then there are interests. First of all, your demographics you already pretty much know. Okay, I know skaters are most likely going to be kids, young kids, male, or even from 21. Most likely I've seen skaters up to 40 sometimes. Okay, so even sometimes a little bit more, but that's kind of the age. But then also, I know if I'm going to be targeting married women, I'm also going to know, okay, that is for sure right here. If my is for wives or for husbands, or this husband likes, or it's a t-shirt like those, if that's the t-shirt you chose, you're going to know, you first go into the demographics and look into here and see which ones actually could be already directly groups that are related to what I want. Of course, this would be parents as right there, or relationship status, which is in this case married, and interested. You're gonna say, let's say you want to target a husband, right? So I'm married, and then I would look interested in women. Okay, so that's how I find a, a husband. That's the basic demographics. Where it really gets a little bit more complex is the interest, and this is where it comes in, where you gotta put yourself in your avatars, in your target market's shoes. Let's imagine that person, that ideal buyer in front of you. Okay, put it in your third eye, right there in your head. Imagine that person you're going to be targeting, and right there is a skater passing by the street outside my window. So it's cool that we're talking. Let's see, law of attraction. But anyway, okay, so no kidding anymore. So let's go into this seriously. So make yourself that idea, as I'm saying, and then ask yourself those questions as if you were gonna meet him. Okay, this skater in front of him. Okay, what do you like? Okay, what brands do you buy? Okay, what clothing do you wear? What products are you interested in? What products do you buy? Like, what books do you read? What clothes do you wear? What movies do you watch? What accessories do you wear and stuff, like to look like a skater? Okay, so you gotta find those things that only a skater would wear, or only a skater would do, or that person that only a skater would know about. So really, that's where the celebrity tree comes in, that Don has made so famous, where you don't go for the broad keyword, you go for the not so famous. You go for the not so famous guy, because the really famous guys, like for example in cycling, what is it, Neil Armstrong? Yeah, Neil Armstrong or Louis Armstrong. I'm not even sure. That Armstrong guy. So that guy everybody almost knows. Okay, so then in regards to, for example, football, everybody knows Cristiano Ronaldo. But if they're interested in Portugal, do they, in the Portugal team or Manchester, or Real Madrid, do they know that other player that is not so famous? Okay, so you gotta go and find that balance between not too broad that everybody knows about, which means even the non-passionate people are gonna know about, and on the other scale, it's the just too specific, which is too small. For example, like that other player in Real Madrid who plays like 1 minute in every match, and it is not like in the main team, and but Real Madrid guys know about. Okay, though that guy is too specific, it's not going to be a big enough audience for you. You want to go into that balance. Okay, so knowing that, now let's look at this list over here. Once you look at this list, it's time to go into Google. Take this list right now, and I'm going to make it even bigger so that you can see not that big. Let's do this so that you can see it even better. Okay, so we're gonna go into Google and we're gonna type in brands. Okay, the first thing, skateboarding brands. Okay, once you do that, look at it. First of all, you can go into the images for sure. There are a lot of brands for skating. Okay, but then I want to go for like the 25 best skate brands, for example. Once you do that, you're gonna make yourself smart. Right now you are stupid about the niche you're gonna go into, okay? And I mean stupid like you're not smart enough, you don't know anything about it to target your market. You gotta make yourself smart. Okay, so right here we can see the best. Click on to see the best skate brands right now. I don't know if this is gonna be okay. 10 skateboard brands we wish were still around. Look at this. They're not yet around, not anymore around. So we might be able to look at this. This is just okay. Illuminati. That's one that most likely will not shoot fit. I think this might not be something that we're gonna go after. So you see immediately if it's something that might be too old or something that you cannot okay. So then best skateboarding brands. Let's see the top list. Plan B, I know this one, okay? As a skater myself, I know Plan B. Zero, Girl, Almost, Baker, Flip, huge skater brand. And right here, and you can then, if you don't know them, the only thing you gotta do now, it's okay. So people who wear Flip, they know all about skating, okay? People who know Flip skateboards, if they like Flip skateboards, look at this, 90K to 100K monthly active. Then if we go for Zero, we can add the brand and then the product behind it, which is skateboard. If they like Zero skateboard, they might like, other people might like the brand Zero, and they're not skaters. But if they like Zero skateboards, they're skaters for sure. Okay, so this is where the next part of the list comes in: brands and products. Okay, accessories, tools, books, clothing. What book might skaters read? Okay, let's go and look that up real quick. Let's go and do I'm just doing this real quick, okay? I would do even a little bit. Take your time. The time where you gotta put your time in is design and targeting. I told you that. Every other thing is completely automated. Even your VA will set up everything just as I showed in the videos, and we'll show that in the bonus video, as I already said. But and running the ads is pretty simple once you have the targeting, and I'll show you how to monitor and what the system is about, and we'll go into that in the next video too. But this part is important, okay? If you want to shoot for winners, if you want to shoot for proven replicable designs and make them winners, you gotta put the time in, okay? So skateboarding brands, and let's say skateboarding book. Let's see what comes out. Okay, popular skateboarding books. Am I interested? Google is your friend here. Google is everything. Okay, Slam hardcover. Let's see what that is about. Okay, so if they read Slam book, let's see. Maybe might be possible. Okay. Let's see. Also, you can go in here. You can type in Slam book and see what that is, if it really is the one that we're going for. I think that's not something we're going for anyway, and it wasn't that specific to really when you type it in, if there's not something showing up right away, then you shouldn't go really, right? Okay, so Paranoid Park, Under the Bridge, Bull Rider, Fakey paperback, Grind hardcover, Skateboarding, Space and the City. Let's try that one, huh? Okay, so no, that doesn't do anything either. Now, okay, so you would go and check them out and see which one you're actually going to choose. Let's do skating movies, okay, for example. Let's see if that is one that the ultimate skateboarding movie list. There you go. Google always gives us the best. Lords of Dogtown. I remember that's a old school skating movie, so might not be the best one. But then Skate or Die is a movie that I've heard everywhere. So Skate or Die film, right? There you go. This is what I was saying. If the book, if it's a book, Facebook tells you the interest, and then film if it's a film, book if it's a book. Many times it says, like, if you put a name, it will say on one side surfer or skater, and that, so that if the name is something that there are many different options, possibilities out there. Okay, so Skate or Die, film, perfect. So you gotta go now, follow this list, and I'm gonna explain it real quick before we end this video. Follow this list and really do your research, okay? Public figures, I could go into way more now, okay? As I said, Chad Muska is one of the skaters that not many people know about, just skater. Look at this, it's starting to become what I told in what I said as a skater myself. I said that, right? So it's from 21 till 40 something, and the rest is no, you're not going to be skating if you're like at this age. Okay, so immediately you know the demographics. Okay, and this is where then on your targeting you can refine this. Okay, you don't want to go for 18 because they're sometimes they wouldn't have that much money, okay, to do. But then we're going to do all on here and delete this and then pass this over that you in the end, once you have the perfect audience, you can pass it over there or just click save over here. And once you click save, you'll see that your audience says your audience will be available in the audience section of Power Editor. Okay, I don't like Power Editor that much, I don't use it a lot, but in this case it just shows up in the Power Editor. So set up your ads through there. It's easy on there too, and I could do a bonus video as well on that. Now once you have your audience, okay, this is just the research part. Okay, so let's go. I talked about this already. So let's say brands, products as public figures, people they follow, people who are famous, leaders or pioneers in there. The events is, what events do they attend? The X Games, for example, or skating contests, or different private events that only skaters go on. Just do your research, okay? Organizations. Is there any association, United States Skating Association or something like that, okay? In this case, it will be associations as well. Now, charities, are there any charities just specifically focused on that specific niche? And sub-niches means, as I think I explained this in the earlier video, sub-niches is skateboarding. There are sub-niches within skateboarding, which is freestyle skateboarding or street skateboarding or vert and half pipe skateboarding. Okay, so those within those you can look stuff out, or the sub niche itself might be something you want to target. Okay, if I put like here street skateboarding, or look at this now, for example, skating can also have tricks specific. Let's add something else. Okay, let's add something else to this list, which is keywords only the niche would know about. Okay, so this is specifically to each niche. Okay, so horse riding, for example, there are keywords that only they will know about, like a style of riding or some sort of tool they use and stuff like that. So, and for example, tricks, keywords, let's see, tricks, abilities, keywords only the niche would know about. In skating, there are look at this, I would do 360 flip. Okay, skate shop, there you go, we have a skate shop, we have the trick itself, which adds. So okay, once you do this, once you have that research done, you go over here on page likes, and page likes you can find even more. Okay, so you see that this affinity is huge, so it means 89.5 times these people will like this page 89.5 times more than the average person on Facebook. It explains it all on here. 90.3, Jamie Thomas, look at this, skaters they will like. Okay, all this, Spitfire wheels, this is a product, we could use it and put it into the audience as well. Okay, so freaking insane. You can target like crazy doing this research, just taking this list and the audience insights. You can go really, really in depth. Okay, and then the other thing, even if we want to go and put a little bit more icing on the cake, is you're gonna take one of those keywords and say people who like, and let's say Chad Muska. Right here we see the skater. Okay, this is the graph search. So if you, and I've been known to teach a lot about this in one of my previous products, Social Arsenal, and I think I put some bonus videos about that in here as well. So there should be around here. But then, so graph search is really something I mastered back in the days. So we created the first software that took the UIDs from the graph search, but then and pioneered that actually. So I really went into this a lot, and on that course, which is not available anymore, but I'll teach you here the basics, which is what you need to know for this purpose. Okay, so first of all, you have all these filters right here. You can filter by employers and by different types of all this. If you start adding, it will say singles who like Chad Muska, you see, right? So then you can add all those filters and really specify what you want to people and start finding those people. But that's not what we really want. What we want is to really find out interests of people who like pages liked by this guy, for example. You can go into that skater right here and look at his interests. Okay, once we do that, we can see what he likes apparently from apart from Chad Muska, and he likes some music like Papa Roach and Rockstar. And then you can say interests. You say interests liked by people who like Chad Muska, okay? And this is where it gets really funny to really find out everything. Look at there, zero skateboard, street skateboarding, which is the style I said. It's kind of funny that everything comes out that I said already. So I do know a little bit about skating, okay? So the first ones, and then there are like generic stuff. Hip hop music, they're very likely to like hip hop music, or skate park, there you go, parkour, other extreme sports. And then the other really cool one, which I think nobody has ever taught out there, is pages liked by people who like blah blah blah. Okay, your page is liked by people who like skateboarding, and say like this. Okay, there you go, skateboarding. I didn't want to do that, but here you can see even more magazines. Okay, magazines is something that goes into products, but it's insanely targeted. So right here, we would do that and put that on here on products. So really, this is the list. I'll give it to you as well and put it down below this video so that you can have access. Thrasher magazine, Transworld skateboarding. Really, if we go now and say skateboarding magazines, okay, what would that be? That Transworld skateboarding magazine, Thrasher, there you go. Skateboard magazine, Transworld, Sidewalk, Focus, 43 magazine, Slam skateboarding magazine. All those can be targeted right here as well. Okay, so Thrasher. Let's do Thrasher magazine. Okay, there you go. As one, now it's even getting more targeted. Okay, now every time we add more stuff, okay, this, for example, it increased the percentage of women that like it. Okay, if we take it away, it decreases. And actually, when we go here, we see that 90.3 when we add Thrasher. When we add Thrasher here, it goes down a little bit. Okay, so Thrasher, it just changes. It adapts. The more you add stuff, the more it adapts. Okay, it adapts the stats again. Okay, and you can always see more and more. You see it right here, independent trucks. These are products. Mike Wally, one of the skaters. Jamie Thomas, another skater. All these could be targeted, okay, put into a list. And now we have a 700K to 800K monthly active people that like all this. This is a huge audience, very highly targeted. Increases your conversions like crazy. Now you really know what to target, okay? So if you do this exactly how I'm telling you here, you shouldn't have any problem to find those passionate people that want what you want, what that you have for them. Okay, so put yourself in their shoes and really make yourself smart about the niche, because you gotta go from stupid about the niche to smart about the niche, and really that is going to be so in your advantage, because once you do that, you're going to know how to talk to them and you're going to know how to target them. And if you start really, if you find out exactly those keywords, those interests, and that demographic that is the people who are absolutely your target market, then you're going to see it with your sales. Okay, if you do that, and you gotta put the effort into this. If you don't do it, then you don't really want it. You don't really want to succeed at this. Okay, so do it and make sure you make it happen. Put your effort. Put that 15 to 20 minutes into this and make it happen. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video where we're gonna go into actually how to set up the rest of the ad. Okay, so let's go into there.